All right, good afternoon. We are now going to get started with our speakers, and I have the high honor of introducing our first speaker, the governor of the great state of West Virginia, Governor Jim Justice. Governor Justice is a graduate of Raleigh County Public Schools and graduated from Woodrow Wilson High School and attended Greenbrier Military Academy as a postgraduate. The governor attended Marshall University in Huntington and earned his undergraduate degree and master's degree in business administration. In 2016, Justice was elected as the 36th governor of the state of West Virginia, taking office in January of 2017. He was reelected in 2020, winning all 55 counties in the state. Governor Justice announced earlier this year that he will be running for the United States Senate in the next year's election. Please join me in welcoming the governor of the great state of West Virginia, Governor Jim Justice.
Please sit down. First of all, it's great to be with you. But I'll tell you what is wonderful to see. Every year, the room gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And to see this level of participation, to see this level of love for this great state is real heartwarming to me. You know, because I'll promise you, and I'm sure for you too, it's easy to remember a few days back when things were pretty tough. Now, we don't need to belabor that, but we have got a momentum right now that's second to none. And with all that being said, to be again as truthful as I know I can possibly be, you're the engines, really and truly. Now maybe you needed a coach, or maybe a leader of the band, or maybe you needed all the agencies that we could bring together to help start moving the boat. But really at the end of the day, you're oaring the boat. You're making the good stuff happen. And by doing that, more and more and more good and more opportunity come to all of us every day. I'll ask you to do just this. I'll ask you to remember the folks that are involved in this terrible flooding that's going on right now. And it could be, with maybe even additional rain on the way, that could get even tougher. Now just think about this, because many of you that are from this area and other areas of our state remember 2016 and remember a flood beyond belief. I can remember like it was yesterday hunting for 6 weeks for a little 14-year-old girl that we couldn't find, that we finally found miles downstream. It's tough. I can remember just like it was yesterday seeing the National Guard pull up to house after house after house, and all their memories, the photo albums, the gifts that had been given to them for years and years and years were piled out in the street in a pile full of mud, and the end loader came by and loaded it up and threw it in a dump truck, and off it went to the landfill. I'm telling you, really tough stuff. We did open the Greenbrier up, and people came walking in this front door, front gate, or with no shoes. And a lot of people said, boy, that was really nice to do. Bull snot. It was the right thing to do. And you do the right thing for all of us all the time. It's the right thing for me to thank you, because I mean it from the very bottom of my heart when I tell you that. You see, yesterday I had the opportunity to speak to all the kids at Greenbrier East High School. And my wife is doing all kinds of things with communities and schools, and honest to God, it is phenomenal, the success level. If you haven't seen that, you need to go. And right now they're doing therapy dogs, and the school was getting a therapy dog, and in the school here was every bleacher all the way around the gymnasium packed with kids. And they were so attentive and so mannerly to what I was saying, it was off the chart. And here's what I said. I said, years ago, you may have, upon graduation, had to leave our state and go to Denver or Charlotte or Atlanta to get a job. As you would have had young families, you may have had to go for sure. But now things are changing. And opportunity now is coming right upon you here in this great state. It's you. It's you. You see, I don't have a bunch of notes. I didn't plan to say that. But really and truly, at the end of the day, I mean it. It's truly you. I also said to those kids, you know, your grandma may want to have a picnic this coming Sunday, and in years past, she couldn't do it because her kids were in Atlanta and Denver and Charlotte and all over the place, and they couldn't come. And do you not think your grandma wants you to be able to come? And she does. You see, when we fragmented our families, we're ripping our total soul all apart. I mean it when I tell you I love you. Now, I've got something that is unflat believable on top of what I just said. And I don't want to screw this up. But I want to tell you that for the first time maybe in history, a coal-fired power plant. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to all stand up just a second. And if at the end of the day you don't like what I'm saying, then you go on and sit down. But I want you all to stand up because I want to show you something that is really, really great. And I want them to hear you on the other end. But for the first time, maybe the first time in this country, the Pleasance Power Plant, a coal-fired power plant, is taking new life. And it's taking new life right in front of our eyes. And whether it be Simon Hudson or it be, you know, the great workers Bill Cole or Jay Powell or whomever, and I'll forget a whole bunch. But with all that being said, you know, today, and again, I don't want to mess this up, for the first time ever, I am here to share with you that the Omnis Fuel Technologies has restarted the Pleasant Power Plant, and I want you to look right here. Can you see the steam coming out of the smokestacks? Now's when you really cheer.
Governor, can you hear us?
I can hear you, Jay.
Hey, Governor Justice, State of West Virginia, we're so thankful for today. Drove south on Route 2 just a little bit ago with tears in our eyes, literally, as we see the cooling tower producing. The good Lord above provides the blue sky to see that steam coming out of there. And you look over here, we have the main stack producing. You're right, Governor, thanks to you. Thanks to many in West Virginia. Ultimate thanks to the good Lord above that we're doing something that no one can say they've ever done before. The plant was mothballed. It was scheduled to be taken out of here, as Bill Cole said before, taken out of here on barges. And rather than today, I'm sitting here with the president of Omnis, Rich Yu, and we're celebrating at 5:39 a.m. We went on the grid today. And God bless you. God bless this plant. And we can't be so any more thankful than we are today.
Jay, thank you so much. Jay, you've got 18,000 people here cheering for you. We couldn't fit any more in here. The place will hold 18,010, but really and truly, when I came in, it filled up the whole room.
Wow. That wow goes for Greenbrier, what's going on there. That wow goes for Pleasant County. That wow goes for the state of West Virginia. And ultimately, Governor, because of your leadership and the good Lord's provision, that wow goes for a revolutionary idea plan on hydrogen. And we can't be more gracious and more thankful than we are today.
No, Jay, thanks again. Listen, all y'all can sit down, and Rich is Rich going to say anything, Jay?
Rich is just saying thank you as well. He's choosing not to. Governor, on behalf of Rich and myself, and I'm sure Simon will say that, Bill as well, bless you. May God continue to bless you as he's done in the great state of West Virginia. But thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. Couldn't happen without you today, that's for sure. Really, really appreciate all you've done.
Well, thanks, Jay. And really and truly, all the people all across the board that have really worked really hard to make this become a reality and everything. That's 150 jobs, and that's an $800 million potential investment as we move to show the world all the goodness that we can maybe do with hydrogen, coal, and whatever it may be, rare earths, all the different stuff that's available to us. But Simon and Jay and Rich and Bill Cole, all of you that really worked really hard, and all of our folks in economic development and everything, everybody that's really put in a whole lot of licks in commerce and everything, thanks so much. That's all I have to tell you, except having an incredible time at the Greenbrier. Have an incredible time in West Virginia. We're on the move. God bless us. Let's keep going. Thank y'all so much.